Hello students, welcome in Babita Science tutorial. Let's continue our new chapter of a class 8 science, that is on microorganisms, friends and foe. First of all, I would like to explain the topic name is here microorganisms. Micro means very small, that we cannot be see with our naked eye. Then students, organisms are divided into the two parts. First one is the microorganisms and another one is the macroorganisms. Then here that is a micro means so small that you cannot be see with your naked eye. Now question is that here microorganisms are your friends and foe. Friends means dost and foe means a dushman. Then microorganism is your friends and foe. Then in this chapter we will study about this one. Okay. Then in the introduction it is a given here. See here, air, water or land is the habitat. Okay students, habitat means the place where all organisms live, that is called the habitat. Okay, then microorganisms are found in the air also, water also and land also. Okay, then we can see that very in the simple language that microorganisms are found everywhere, in the air also, water also and land also. There are numerous organisms that live around you but are not visible to us. Not visible to us means we cannot be see it. Many organisms are present around us but we cannot be see it. Okay, now see here, let us first perform a few activities to understand it better. Now student, with the help of this experiment you can better understand here. Now here three activities are given. With the help of these three activities you can two activities are given. Okay, then two activities helps you to understand what is a microorganisms and how you can see this microorganisms. Then in the first activity, see, in the first activity, to observe some organisms in water from pond. Okay, then what you will do here, you can take the water from a pond. So how you will see the microorganisms which are present inside the water of a pond. Let's see here what you will do here. First point is a collect a few drops of water from a pond. Then second point is spread a drop of water on a glass slide. And third point is a now you observe the glass slide through microscope. You will observe that many organisms, small organisms, these organisms could be seen only under microscope and not with naked eye. Okay, naked eye means open eye, you cannot be see it. Now what you will do here students, now I will explain you. Take a glass slide. Okay, this one is your glass slide. Okay, and put a few drops of water from the water. Okay, and then after you will put a choice is yours, you can put the cover slip also, and without the cover slip also you can see under the microscope. Then you will put a cover slip here, and then after you will see under the microscope. Okay, then what you will see here, you will see that very tiny microorganisms are present in this water which we have taken from the pond. Then it shows that tiny organisms or microorganisms are present inside the pond which we cannot see with our naked eye. Okay, then this experiment proved that microorganisms are present. Now let's move to another activity here. In this activity, to observe some microorganisms on a moistened bread. What's the meaning of the student? Moistened bread, wet bread. Okay, moistened bread means soft bread with the help of the water. That is called your moistened bread. Now what you will do here? See here. First point is to take a piece of a small bread. Okay, moisten it with the tap water. Keep it for 2 or 3 days at a warm place. Now observe it under microscope. You will observe that the bread gets covered with a grayish white patches, and this grayish white patches consist of a tiny black rounded structure which we cannot see with our naked eye. Now see here what we will do here. Take the bread here. Suppose this one is your bread, okay, and you will mash it with the help of the tap water, and you will keep this bread in the warm place for 2 or 3 days. Okay, then after 2 or 3 days you will see it here, grayish white patches will comes on the bread. Okay, then student, what is this one? This one is your mold, that is called the bread mold, and bread mold, that is one kind of the fungus. This one is the fungus which can grow on the bread. Then when we see under the microscope, then we see that tiny black round structures are present on the surface of the bread. Okay, that we cannot be see with our naked eye. That is the one kind of the fungus which can grow on the bread. Then this experiment or this activity also proved that microorganisms are present on the wet or moistened bread. Okay, now let's move on in another topic here, microorganisms. Okay, microorganisms, what is I told you earlier also, it is the microorganisms, it is also called the microbes. It is also called the microbes, and microbes of the small organisms that we cannot be see with our naked eye, we can see only through a microscope, that is the microscope, and that is called the microorganisms. Okay, and the study of the microorganism, if we study about the microorganism, that is called the microbiology. Okay, and the scientist who can study this microorganism, that is called the microbiologist. Okay, so that is here three definitions are given. What are microorganisms, what are microbiology, and what is a microbiologist? It's a very important definition. You can memorize it. The study of a microorganism is called the microbiology, but the scientist who studies microorganism is known as a microbiologist. Okay, and you can understand better. Micro means very small organism. Let's see in the HOTS also. In 1965, Robert Hooke, yes, Robert Hooke designed a simple microscope who has discovered the cell. Okay, and the structure of that cells is just like a honeycomb. Okay, honeycomb, and he named these structures as a cell. Then we can see that in 1665, Robert Hooke discovered the cell. How he had discovered? With the help of the thin slice of a cork. Okay, when he saw this cork under the microscope, he was found that honeycomb like structures are present, and that structure is called the cell. And what is student cork here? The cork is just a outer covering of the tree, that is called the bark. Okay, and it is your non-living part. It is a non-living part of the tree. Now in 1674, okay, in 1674, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, okay, he was discovered the free living cells like bacteria, blood cells, and other microorganisms with a means advanced microscope. Okay, because Robert Hooke observed this slice of cork under the simple microscope, but he was observed Leeuwenhoek observed this free living organisms or creatures with the help of the advanced microscope, and he found that these organisms are too small and we cannot be see with our naked eye. The students, it's a given in the horse. Okay, now let's move to another page. Okay, in this page students, you will see here it is given microorganisms like bacteria are a single. Yes students, bacteria are the single cell. In the further study, in the further topic, I will explain you details about this one, single cell. And protozoa, algae and fungus are the multicellular organism. Students, there are two types of a organism. First one is a unicellular. Okay, unicellular means which are those organisms which are made up of a single cells, and multicellular organisms are those which are made of a more than a one cell. Then we can see that here bacteria are the single cell or bacteria are unicellular, and the protozoa, algae, fungi, these all are the multicellular organisms. Then microorganisms can survive under all types of environmental condition. It's true, microorganisms can survive in every kind of the environmental conditions, like microorganisms can survive in the hot springs also. Okay, deserts also, marshy land also. Marshy land means daldali areas, okay, where lots of waters are present and bad smells are comes out. Okay, ice and cold climate also. Some microorganisms also present inside the bodies of the animals, including the humans also. Yes, microorganisms are present inside the human body also, and some microorganisms like amoeba can live alone, while others like bacteria and fungi exist in colonies. Students, what's the meaning of here? Here means algae, amoeba can survive alone. And amoeba can live single. Amoeba cannot need a group. Okay, but bacteria and fungi, they always exist in colonies. Colonies means group. Okay, they always live in the group, but amoeba can live alone. So this is all about this paragraph. Students, in the next video I will explain you classification of a microorganisms. Till then you can understand this topic. It's a very easy. What is microorganisms, microorganisms friends and foe, we will discuss later on in my next video. Till then you can understand it, and if you have any problem then comment me in my comment box. Till then, bye and have a nice